We're live from Harry Hines.
Alrighty, guys, we are live from Harry Hines tonight with none other than Mr. Victor Pope joining us. Everybody give him a round of applause. And so, what do you go by? What should I call you?
I'm Victor Pope Jr. Or just Vic.
Victor Pope Jr. Oh, so your daddy was called Victor Pope?
Yeah. And my son, he's the third. He's Victor Pope the third.
Okay, so you kept that going.
Yeah. I hope my son keeps it to like the fourth and then,
keep going to the fifth. Oh, that's okay. That's very original. Like nobody really does that anymore. That's
that was like when Kings and like royalty.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up. So you are from Arlington, Texas, correct?
Yeah, I'm from the Egg. Yeah, South Arlington.
That's what's born and raised.
Not really. No, I was in Fort Worth until I was about 9 or 10, and then I moved to Arlington. But I pretty much I came of age. I came of age in Arlington.
You found your feet in
Arlington. Yeah.
Okay, I feel that. So congratulations on your recently dropped project, Rerouted.
Yeah.
So you just dropped that in December, right? December 12th?
December 12th, 12, yeah.
That's what's up. That sounds like it has a little special meaning behind it.
It do. It don't, but I was like, it sound good.
Yeah.
I was like 12. I like how it sound.
That's what's up. So when did you start making music? Because this sounded very, just very well put together. It didn't sound like somebody that's new to making music.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm a comedian, but a lot of people don't know I quit comedy to do music. And I quit. First, I quit music to do comedy before that.
At what age?
I was like 20. I was about 20, 21. And I was rapping. I was mostly doing battle rapping, but I was making songs. I didn't release the songs that I made. I was just making them to vent.
Right.
And then, so I quit rap to focus on comedy. I was like, I feel like...
How did that come about? Like, who introduced you to comedy? Or, when did that...
You know what? I was making funny posts on Facebook, and this girl I was messing with at the time, she was like, you know what? You should tweet this stuff. You should make a Twitter, and you should tweet all of the stuff that you put on Facebook. It'll go viral. Huh. And I was like, I guess. And then I did it, and a lot of my tweets went viral. And then about a year after that, I was kind of Twitter famous, but this is when Twitter fame was 3,000 followers. So it wasn't.
Wait,
this was
when was this though?
This was
what year was this?
2012. This is a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
And
dang.
Yeah, and I remember this one girl I had her over, and she was saying I was bragging about a tweet that was doing really good. I'm like, yeah, okay, they fucking with this, they fucking with this one. And she was like, do you think that makes you a comedian? I was like, damn.
What? That was a little harsh.
Got on my ass, right? And so the next week, I went to try stand up. I went to open mic.
Well, you took it personal.
I took it very personal. I was hurt because I was really proud of that tweet, and I just felt like she was really rude. But I was happy she was rude because it made me, I got off my ass. But this is the same month that I started doing battle rap too. December. I always have a really good December. December, I
What's your horoscope?
I'm a Leo. August 3rd.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So tell me about the journey that you took, in this writing. After the comedy, then you came back to music.
Yeah.
Because this album, it sounds like, that GPS journey. I caught on to that theme. You end up back in Texas.
Yeah, back home. I mean, it took so long to make. And that's part of the reason why I called it Rerouted. Because it was just when I quit comedy and I said, okay, I'm going to make a tape, I'm going to make a project, in my head, I know what this project is going to be about. Project is going to be about how I felt like I chose the wrong path with comedy. And I feel like, I want to go home and be closer to my son, and I'm da-da-da-da-da. And it ended up being about that, but it ended up being about more because I moved back home with my girl. And it was a toxic relationship, so it wasn't just about I
caught on. There was a lot of baby mama drama. I like the voice memos. I was like, there's a lot of baby mama drama. Let me jot this down.
The thing is, it's baby mama, and then she wasn't even my baby mama. My baby mama be chilling. You got some nerve to have more drama than my baby mama. But
I'm weird.
But she good people though. I mean, we good now. I got some good songs out of her.
Is she the one that bought you the jacket, or is that the one that was telling you burn the jacket?
She was telling me burn the jacket.
Was she really telling you to burn the jacket though? Because I was like,
well, that was just a skit. But she be on shit like that. I was like, yeah, I need you for this skit. for on my tape, and she was just like, I'm like, I just need you to nag, and she was like, I don't know how to do that. I'm like, oh, you crazy? You know how to do that shit? And she did it she did it on the tape, and she was a natural.
It sounded really good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that.
I noticed like what you said, like exactly literally how you said right now, like it makes sense how you said like the comedy kind of like took you a different way, because there was like a part where the GPS is like you got the wrong direction or something like, and I was wondering what that was about. I was like, oh.
Yeah, because that's what I was like. Oh, I did I chose the wrong path.
When did you like feel like, damn, like I chose, like when did that realization hit?
Comedy just, once I realized that music was like, because it got to a point where I wasn't expressing myself enough, and I lost that medium that music was for me, and I just wasn't venting, and I was kind of losing it. Like I felt like I was going a little crazy. Did
you feel like your comedy just wasn't as sharp as it had once been, or like?
No. I was always. Well, actually, yeah.
Tell us a joke.
Because I don't have any.
I'm playing.
I left them in the whip, but yeah, no, it wasn't as sharp because when people can tell when you're not. When your heart isn't in it no more.
Yeah, like you're not as hungry for it.
Yeah. You just don't. When you're in a relationship with somebody and you like, you can kind of tell when it's like
not the same.
It's not the same. The flame is a little more dull, and I feel like it's the same. And if people can tell you're not having fun doing it,
right, with your passion,
then they kind of like tune out too.
Right.
People can pick up on that easy.
Tell me about the cover art of the album. Because, like, when I first saw it, I was like, what is that? And then I had to, like, really look, and I was like, oh, he's putting on, like, a sweater, and, like, da-da-da-da.
Oh, yeah,
How did that, like, was that just a picture someone took of you, or what?
Yeah, my friend, I had some more cover art that I did, and it's a visual EP, and it drops, actually, the entire thing.
Rerouted?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I dropped the first 3 episodes, but the whole thing drops all together in 2 days, so.
Oh.
Yeah, by the time this comes out, it'll be there. So
February 3rd.
February 3rd, yeah.
February 3rd.
So
okay, that's what's up.
And the hoodie that I'm putting on in the cover art, that's the hoodie that I had on in most of the
visuals.
The visual EP. So yeah.
Wow, that's exciting. And tell me a little bit. I know you performed a song for us that is not on the EP, but it probably might be out when this comes out.
Yeah. Well, now the first time people gonna hear this here, so y'all got a little exclusive.
I'm excited. Thank you.
Yeah.
But what was the name of that song?
Dirty.
Was it
it's dirty, but it's dirty.
He was about to start singing it. It was really catchy. I liked it.
Thank you. Yeah, it was. She did me bad.
She did you dirty.
Yeah, I was hurt. I'm still hurt. Like.
Was this the same? Like. I'm trying to correlate this for all the viewers out there that are curious.
A lot of songs that I do, like I be writing a song for 2 or 3 years and not know it. You know what I mean? Like I'll write like 4 bars here, 8 bars here, and it'll be about different people, but it'll be pain coming from the same place. Right. So Dirty is about 3 or 4 different women, and but they did me the same way.
It was like the experience.
Yeah.
That you gathered from each one.
And that's something I learned with stand-up, because with stand-up comedy, comedians, they'll be working on one joke for years. I know comedians who've been doing the same joke for 5 or 6 years at a time. And, the crowd wouldn't know it, but the thing is to make it seem like make it different every time.
Fresh.
And that's something I took from comedy with music, because I'll be like, okay, I'm nurturing this. I don't have to. I know when the song is done. I know when I'm ready to release it. And it's the same thing with a joke. I know when I'm done with a joke. So yeah. That's a gift I got from comedy.
It's something that you learned and you're applying to your music.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you did mention your son right now, and I know you do mention it also, like, in your album.
Yeah.
So, how old is he?
He's 11. He's finna be 12 May 14th.
Aww.
Yeah, 5/14.
So tell me about, like, because I know, like, you mentioned it, like you said right now, like, you end up in Texas, like, for your son. How has, like, fatherhood, like, inspired you to, like, go through this, or like go through with your music? Has it inspired you to do that, to kind of like be like a good figure for him, like follow your heart type of thing?
Man, I think he's really been taken, like, because he was like really he really liked me doing comedy. And when you show his friends, like, oh, my dad has these followers, and like, so he was proud of that.
Of course he would.
And
That's
but with
really
with the music, it was like he didn't really understand why I stopped. He was too young for me to really tell him. And when but he was there when I was working on it, and he was there when I decided to come home, and I asked him. I said, I'm thinking about moving back to Texas because he would. I was in Cali.
What were you doing in Cali? Was that when you were just doing like main like
just straight comedy? I was doing stand-up comedy and making sketches and stuff like that. And I was doing that full time. Was
being out there like kind of also inspiring you to like go towards the music, like the scene and everything?
No. No. It wasn't.
It wasn't like that.
I mean, yeah, I was uncomfortable.
How so?
And I wasn't happy, so I mean that inspired me, but I didn't get any. And only the bad parts about it inspired me to do music. So.
That's like reasonable though, like sometimes music does like strive from pain or like past experiences that are just in your head.
Yeah, and I got like the song I did for you guys. That was like I was going through it, But I got music where I'm like more hype and my EP was kind of balanced a little bit.
It's very mellow. I noticed that.
It's mellow, but my friend was like, man, because I be freestyling and I got songs where I'm like more hype, and he was telling me like, man, I like it when you're hype more. Like that's my like you're good.
A different like sound.
I like when you bring that energy, and I'm like, bro, like if you made an album during the worst time of your life, how would it sound?
Right.
So it's just a reflection of what I was going through at the time, and like now my next tape, I think they want to see me have fun, and I'm ready to have fun, and I'm happy now. I had to heal. My first project, I had to heal. I had to get here.
That's very inspiring and very touching.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I did notice also like on your Instagram you have like a podcast or like a video thingy, right?
Oh, I did some. I've been stopping by podcasts. And, doing little freestyles here and there. So
that's what's up. Or like the interview thingy that you had like with dang, it's like in the back of my head. You had like a post where it was like, I think it was like just conversating or something like that. And it was kind of comical, but not so much.
I don't know. I be having a lot of posts.
Never mind.
I post too much.
That's alrighty. Don't worry about it. But thank you for joining us today. Thank you for performing this for us.
Thank you so much for having me.
We feel very nice that it's exclusive.
Yeah, live from Harry Hines.
We're going to be doing a segment up next. It's called 3 Truths or 3 Shots. And I don't control this segment at all.
Okay.
Are you down to play?
Yeah.
It's like a game.
I really want to play. Alrighty. You said shots, but yeah, that's right.
Alrighty, guys. Up next, we're going to be playing 3 Shots or 3 Truths. Stay tuned. Alrighty, guys. We are back, and Victor is with us. We're going to be playing 3 Truths or 3 Shots, and the audience is going to start with the first question.
Yes, sir.
I don't control these questions at all, okay? So I'm going to be just as surprised as you.
Okay, bitch.
Alrighty. And let's see, the first member of the audience, if you could please ask us the first question.
Alright, so the first question is, what's the most surprising thing that ever turned you on? So what's the most surprising thing that ever turned you on?
Oh, man, okay. This girl, we was finna have sex, and this girl was on top of me. She was on top of me, and she was chewing gum, and then she just spit it on my floor. And I was just like, wow, man, you don't give a fuck.
Like, turned you on?
I fucked with it. I was just like, that's bold. Like you don't know how mad that
What am I going to say after that?
That's a quick answer, too.
I know.
And that was like 6 years ago. That shit stuck with me. No pun intended.
I'm looking like, I want to take a shot. I want to take a shot. All right. Next question.
All right, next question. Who's your quarantine boo, and has it been the same the whole quarantine? Quick shot.
Got the last one on my chest. Damn. Who came up with these questions? Okay, can I answer this?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take the shot. I'm gonna take the shot.
You're trying to get me in trouble. I like it.
All right, so the next question is, have you ever publicly peed your pants before?
Yes, I have. Many times when I drink. Sometimes, like, if I drink too much and I'm laughing.
Oh, that count?
Oh, that count?
I don't think they
No, I don't
count.
think I've actually, like, it doesn't count. That's peeing in public,
Yeah, I
technically,
feel that.
kind of. He's
I
like,
feel
no,
that.
it doesn't count.
No, that count. That counts.
It count. I never got me. Never, no.
Never?
No. Never in public. Or private, really. I really be I think I really got peeing down pat.
Good for you. All right, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us, Victor. We're going to go ahead and put all this information here where you guys can find him on all social medias as well as his music. Once again, thank you for joining us.
It'd be like right here.
Oh, I thought you were going to stream
we can do
mine.
that too. But it's gonna be like right
No,
here.
it's going to be right here.
Like
Like right here.
my Instagram? Okay, and then Twitter and then
Oh, yeah, because you're Twitter famous, right?
well, yeah, I got a little bit more. I upgraded
Yes,
since
and all
then.
your music, too.
Oh yeah, dope. Oh, the music, yeah. Live from Harry Hines. I really like y'all, man. Like that. Big fan.